Hello everyone, welcome to another stream of this game. We're back with Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold
I'm going!
Steel 3, 4, and we're gonna have a good time. Look what I found, by the way. I found a hidden quest! Woo! And Tita's gonna be the one that solves it. I don't know what this quest is gonna be like, but let's do it. This is so crazy. Yeah, the mayor said that we just need to be patient. I don't know about that, though. Looks like these two are getting ready for something. Kai and Tilia, right? It's been a while. Whoa! When did you all get here? When did this big, huge group of people get here? Wow! Oh hey, I heard that Toval's safe too. It made us happy that we've been thinking Adios every day. Haha, that's great. Let me save, or not save, get in my chat room. It sucks that we have to keep it a secret though. I don't like secrets. By the way, is that request why you're here? Yeah, exactly. Toval's just as busy as you'd imagine, so he passed it on to us. Hee, the others here told me a bit about you, too. Alistair's done so much for my brother. I'd very much like to repay that debt, even if it's just a little. Okay, that's very sweet. Wow, she's so beautiful. I wonder if she's friends with Class 7. No, she actually hates them. She's just here. What exactly did the town do for your brother? It's rather a long story. We'll tell you some other time. Please watch what you say here. Sorry, I just got too caught up in things. She really does look familiar. I might just be overthinking things, though. I think Kai's starting to pick up on things, guys. Anyway, would you mind if we asked you a few questions? Tavel mentioned the town was having problems with some kind of a monster. Can you tell us anything about it? Yes, that's right. Recently it started showing up near town almost every night. Obviously no one wanted it around, but we all made do. There was some damage to equipment and plants, but it kept getting worse. Things took a real turn yesterday. It was the first time that people ended up injured. Oh my, I suppose that's not the sort of thing one can simply wait out, is it? No, it's not. The really creepy part is that we don't even know what it looks like. The town asked this hunter to help us get rid of it. He's pretty famous around here. It's so scary. The monster appears out of nowhere and then it disappears just as fast. It's like we're in a horror story. It really does feel that way. We actually had some soldiers come by too. But given the situation, they've held off any operations. Why does that not surprise me? It seems they've been neglecting their duties just like during the Civil War. And there was that airship incident already. All the adults were talking about it this morning. They all agreed that we can't afford any more damage done. The mayor suggested that we all move to the mining town Aragon. Meaning Alistair's going to be abandoned temporarily. So that's what you two were preparing for. What if that happens? I'm sorry everyone, I know this is shocking news, but you guys have already saved Alistair once. If anyone can find out the truth about this monster, it's you. So if you have the time, would you mind looking into it for us? We'd really appreciate it. Just can't stand the thought of parting with our home. It's full of memories with Mom and Dad. I can't turn a blind eye here, as a bracer and as a friend. Is there any way that we can help out? Well, we have a lot of memories in this town too. We may only have today to investigate, but we'll do whatever we can. Really? That's great. We can't thank you enough. Oh, there's no need. We're happy to help. For Oliver's sake too, since he can't publicly act right now. Right, ready to go monster hunting? Yeah! We don't have a whole lot of clues yet though. Let's start by asking around town. Come back and fill you in. Alright, I gotcha. Monster hunter time. Yeah! It's time to hunt a monster. I'm gonna get my dual blade sharpened. Maybe I can make some new blades from the monster's hide. But first we gotta now loading. Oh, we're going everywhere. Something tells me these missions will take most, if not the whole stream, so let's do this the best we can. Well, what's the word here? Evacuation will take place today. Everything's happening very, very fast. Good for the Empire. Very interesting. Very, very strange. Let's see what else is going on. Something happening here with this guy? What are you doing? Always affected by the Twilight stuff. Oh no. Pretending to be bracers, drop the axe. Because of the monsters, we have the wonderful soldiers. Gonna do it. Taking down observations. War almost upon us. Evacuate the whole town to the mining area. Alright, so the mayor is useless thanks to this possession with the Great Twilight. Do you know, Pearl? Pearl doesn't know. But do you know, random lady? Strange story. Fields have been destroyed. A culprit. A person. Well, well, well. Maybe the person turns into a monster. Or maybe they're pretending to be the monster or something. I don't know. Very strange. Maybe the sunny spot in people now. There's some familiar faces. Hear about the monster? Yes. We don't like even talking about it. Every night, serious damage. Hunting for 50 years now, and you can't hunt it still. Trail just vanishes. Wings. What is it? Take a quick rest. It all depends if you have any new foods, you know? You don't have any new foods, and it looks like you do. Yay! Do I have any? Yes, I do. Yay! I'm rich again. Thank goodness. I don't think I did ever any level grinding last night, by the way. I was all free. Nothing bad happened. Alright, let's go this way. Was anything here? Oh yeah. The kid watching the sheeps. Gotta watch them sheeps. Chicken! Aw, the chicken doesn't have a name. Aw, or maybe it does. Go back, go back, go back. This is important. Yeah, it's just chicken. If only all the chickens had names too, huh? Wouldn't that be awesome? What's your story? Was this guy injured? He looks fine to me. Forgotten to close one of the fences. Attack from behind. A giant cat monster. A giant cat monster. Fending it off with his hoe. Alright. No. Alphin's just a normal kid, normal girl. It's fine. A whistle. Maybe a guy has a pet big cat or something. Alright, let's learn about this monster now. Let's work out all the details. And we're gonna stop the monster once and for all. Yoo-hoo! We're back! Let's have a discussion now. First things first, let's lay out what we know. We gathered a lot of information, but let's focus on the monster first. Several things we learned caught my attention, but if we put those stories together, what's strange is... It's one of these again! Yay! Good thing for me I have a guide right nearby. Ulster Assistance is the name. Yeah, the guide's just right here. That it showed up now? Third choice. Screw these missions, guys. I hate them so much. Isn't it a bit too convenient that it showed up now of all times? I agree. You have to wonder what drew it here all of a sudden. The hunter mentioned that he lost it midway through the chase each time he went after it. It almost seems set up, doesn't it? To be honest, Telia and I kinda suspect that too. It just doesn't seem like a coincidence. And Ach said it was like a big cat monster or something, right? I was surprised to hear that. Why did you find that surprising? Well, it wasn't what I expected, I guess. Oh, hey, one-armed bandit. You know what I like about this game? I like, what can we like? I like the scenery. Sorry if I noticed that slowly, by the way, one-armed bandit. I can't see the channel point rewards appearing on my phone for some reason. Cause, you know, Twitch Mobile sucks. But, yeah. I like the scenery. Like, look at the books, the hat on the hook, and the backpack there, and the goggles. Just those details that I like so much about this game. None of that had to be here, but it's here. And that is my compliment of the game. But how you doing today? The crops that were ravaged were grapes, right? Oh, I see. It does seem out of place for a carnivorous monster to be drawn to crops. Grapes even less so. And why would it destroy the irrigation waterways like that? It almost seems like it's trying to harass the town. So why is its behavior so abnormal? That's the million mirror question. We must consider the possibility that... Developed higher intelligence, controlled by people under the effect of the Great Twilight. How would anyone know this? I hate these so much. I hate these kinds of quests where I have to answer questions. It says the second choice, so second choice. There must be someone controlling it. What? Controlling monsters? Is that even possible? Yes, actually. There are certain monsters that have been specifically trained to respond to sound. They're known as military monsters. You often see Jaegers using them. Someone mentioned seeing a strange man loitering on the outskirts of town. Do you think there's a connection? Fine, just tired. Waiting for your motherboard to show up so you can build your new PC. I gotcha. Hope it's a good one. Hope it'll make you stream and play many, many games. Like this one here. Trails of Cold Steel 4. I'm a little ahead of you, but you'll catch up, don't worry. Oh, I've seen him too. Doesn't look like a soldier or a Jaeger, but he definitely seems like he's an Ulster for a reason. As of right now, though, we can't know if he's related or not. So considering what we've seen and heard, we can't rule out some sort of conspiracy at play here. Gulp! A conspiracy? I know it might sound absurd, but I think it's worth exploring what the reasons behind such a plot would be. If someone were in fact controlling the monster, what would be their motive? Well, we have to start by thinking about potential objectives. Agriculture products, Steinrow, something else. I don't know. Third choice, something else. The only conclusion, I think, is that there's something that we don't know just yet. You're probably right, Elise. You were pretty thorough about gathering intel, but there wasn't a single person who came forward with anything definitive. By the way, Bandy, be careful. There might be spoilers in this room. In this very room right here. For example, look who I'm talking to right now. Do you see the name? Do you see? Do you see? It's true. We didn't walk away with anything conclusive at all, but there was one person who seemed to know the truth behind what's going on. It's okay, you're barely paying attention. I gotcha. Someone who knows the truth? Who could it be? I think. Mayor Mayhem, Parent Defense Force, Father Nogaro. Again, how would anyone know this? It says first choice, so... It could be Mayor Mathim. That's the last question, so we can get back in the chat room and read people's messages better. When you watch your buddy's stream, to avoid spoilers as much as you can. You're saying that the mayor is intimidating? I don't know, there must be some mistake. Not something I want to believe either. We were saying that the mayor's been pushing to move Aragon for quite some time now, even before this monster issue. Lots been happening in this game, by the way. One-arm bandit, like a lot of crazy things. We're just in the side quest section now. But he's the mayor. He's been such a nice person. When we lost Mom and Dad, he looked out for us. Just so hard to imagine. Tilia. I wonder if what the truth is. The Great Twilight has proven itself to have an incredibly far reach. It's not out of the question. I just don't know. On the one hand, the mayor is controlling the monster. It's definitely a possibility. Looks like we don't have all the facts yet. Please do excuse me. Who's calling? Oh, aren't you Machias' co-worker? Haha. Please excuse the sudden interruption. Machias told me that you're in Ulster dealing with a certain incident. This is a rather awkward request to make, but I was actually wondering if you could maybe leave this issue to be for me. Nope. Leave it be? Do you mean, is there something going on in Ulster? Something that warrants the government accountability is taking action? Well, I'll just have to leave that up to your imagination. You have your reasons, Reiner, but the residents are terrified. They're preparing to evacuate by the end of the day. We can't turn a blind eye to this. Things have already reached that point. Everything's moving way too fast. I do have an idea, but we're going to need your help. We've got to bring this to an end. Alright then, Machias has told me a lot about you guys. I thought this for a while now, but you're probably people worth trusting. I'll share what we've gathered. Make sure you use it well. I'm switching between normal and very easy, by the way. Because I don't know what you thought about the combat from the Trails games you played, but the combat is getting harder and harder and harder and harder. And I kind of gave up on understanding it. What matters is having fun. The game is fun. If it's not fun, why bother? As Reggie says. But yeah, this is just a side mission. I'm reading all this to myself and all that. Right. Hey, Ishikori. How you doing? What's up? You're just in time. We're doing another random mission thing. Begin operation. But how you doing today? How's life treating ya? Are you ready for more trails? Had an early start to the day? Well, that's good. At least you woke up early. More time to do things, right? I'm doing good. Look at the Dalmatian. How cute. There's something suspicious going on here. Everyone's evacuating the town. Early start means more stuff to accomplish. Yes. Indeed. Oh my gosh, even the sheep are leaving? Oh, Ulster, you're no bustling metropolis, but to Idios, are you a beautiful town. How proud I am that Prince Oliver himself spent some of his childhood here. Which is why merely cooperating with conscription is simply not enough. Want our town to make a true contribute to this nation? My good mayor, it would appear we can finally get started. Uh-oh. Hey there, Wad. Sorry it took so damn long. How stubborn all these townsfolk are. It's clear they were getting everyone away from the town first, so anyway, a little reforming scheme to a great deal of gratitude. Speed is crucial in business. somewhat unconventional approach. I wouldn't concern yourself with that, it all counts. Yeah, it's just a lot of nonsense happening here. A lot of stuff I don't care about going on. There are big rivalries coming up. People are like dying. But we're doing this right now. Snooze fest. Well, these two are so fired. I mean, one of them may be possessed by the Great Twilight, but still, they are so fired. Uh-oh. What's going on? Arcanisms? Oh no. That's not good. Oh no, the town's blowing up. This got bad. Rainer saw the signs that Clace has been doing some shady deals with the Ouroboros. By using military monsters or using arcanisms too, there's so many of them. What's this all about? What are these machines doing? They're gonna destroy the town. Stop them! Huh. Nope. They're gonna make a factory in the town, or rather they're gonna turn the town into a factory. Oh dear. This is, split up. Don't split up. Leave our town alone. Look out! Oh, look. They're using weapons now. I wonder if they're gonna battle now. Police Protector Highness. My word, guys, this is getting intense. Not as intense as the main game by a long shot, but pretty intense. Earlier. Lot should be up ahead. Don't worry about me. Just take a short break. Some of the chickens are missing. Oh no, did they leave the chickens behind? Oh dear. At least the sheep are fine, right? Uh-oh. It's not here. The sheep plushie Daddy gave me. I must have accidentally left it behind somewhere. Uh-oh. Now we're gonna have the boy in danger scene. Then we gotta go and rescue him. Is he gonna get run over? Oh, what a jerk. Horrible bike. Hey, Nameless Oni, what's up? How you doing today? How goes you, my friend? I hope all is well. It's you! What are you doing here, Herman? I'm just here. Mr. Wads. Isn't it about time you went straight? You've been ignoring orders from the main office for a while now. Making deals all over the Empire. Yeah, I'm not interested, guys. Sorry, I know. You're doing good, about to drink your coffee. Ah, how nice. Good old coffee, am I right? Wake you up. this is just a whole lot of fluff right now. But I just gotta remember, there's someone out there that like loves this mission, like it's their favorite mission in the whole wide world. Can we just arrest him? Like stop him talking and arrest him? That'd be good, right? Oh. Side missions can be someone's favorite. Yep. A child? Looks like the heavens have sent me a little gift. Damn it. Huh? Uh-oh. Now everyone, better mind your manners. Just keep quiet and cooperate and this will all go smoothly. Mr. Wads, let him go. Now! Now let me be clear, I'm not gonna budge even one reggae away from my plan. A little more time, proper equipment, and not to mention one more last ace up my sleeve. Oh, more robots. Uh-oh. Time to take out the trash. Alright, are we gonna battle now? Are we gonna battle?
What a passionate foe!
I might have an idea that can stop all this, guys. It may not be a good idea, but hear me out real quick, alright? First, let's take out these robots.
My mind is clear. My blade empty.
My blade empty. They're dead.
I'm going!
Okay, not yet, but they will be dead soon. Oh, there's only one big robot now. That's good.
Here's our chance!
An opening!
Take this!
Take this! He gets to move twice!
Here you go! They're down!
An opening!
Look at Tita's.
Take this!
Oh, look at her. Tita's countering so much
I'll
right
care
now.
for you.
Tita's countering like crazy. I love it.
It's my turn!
Alright, let's do her favorite move.
Ha! I'm going!
Tita, you punch. There you go.
They're down!
An opening!
Opening. Uh-oh, over top.
There!
Frozen Epoch critical.
Good work, everyone. I did it.
So here's my plan. You know how that one guy has the boy, like he's aiming a gun at the boy? What if we take out the boy? There we go. Then we can arrest the guy. That's a good idea, right? Good thing I thought of it. I am a master hostage negotiator. No, you destroyed them already? You're playing some Animal Crossing? Nice. You're weak from that fight. I'll just use the other one and... not so fast. Hey, look who it is. Bandy, if you're still here, this might be spoilers as well. You know who these two are, right? You took it out in one blow? Alright, it's time, you two. Perfect timing, Kai. I'll just leave the rest to us. Oh my gosh. Ren is here too. Lot, quick, get with us.
Tilia!
Looks like the tables have turned. Things were getting dicey there, but I guess we made it in just the nick of time. We're from the Bracer Guild. Can anyone bring us up to speed? Yeah, that guy's evil. Go arrest him. Shoot him or something. Thank goodness we were worried sick when he disappeared.
It all happened so fast! I saw I ran off.
Credit goes to Estelle and the others. yeah, this guy is doomed. Oh, he's still evil. He's still evil. Bearing all responsibility for the things you've done, suspended from duty, and you're on your last warning. Ooh. Alright. Oh, and now there's a new person here. Another person. The last helper. Becky and what's his name? Hugo. That's his name. It's Hugo. Alright, time to fire him. What are you doing here? Took a child hostage. Yep, that might be it. Ultima's the genius. Yeah, I am. Who's the smartest, huh? Sorry. Again, guys, I'm just not, I'm not interested. There is a lot of stuff going on here, like the world, like slowly coming to an end or something like that. Like wars coming on, there's a war coming. And we're talking about business stuff. Criminal activity is not good. So you're suspended now. Goodbye. We're all having a chill day. Yeah. A nice chill day. And tonight will be fun as well. Tonight will be Poke Park 2. So that'll be fun. Excuse me. Hey, can this mission end now? Businesses, illegal dealings, criminal actions, excitement? I'm just reading this to myself. I read very, very fast, but yes, I'm reading it to myself. I'm even reading it now while I'm talking. Lot is me right now. That little kid there is me. Like, what's going on? What is even this conversation about? Yeah, whatever. 3rd Armored Division came and wrapped everything up. Can we be done now? Nope, there's more. Thanks for the help, guys. Yeah, thank you. That's so nice of you. Thank you a lot. Thanks for helping out. Alright, bye. See ya. Bye-bye. Bye! What's wrong, Lot? What's going on? Not everything was resolved. Lot lost all his chickens. It's okay, though. Yeah, no? What if Estelle, Joshua, and Ren joined the team now? And Tavel. Wouldn't that be cool? back anytime. Okay, that's that one done. Thank God. Alright. The question is, guys, what next? Look, the chickens are alive. They're alive! Yay! Town is a little worse for wear, but it could be worse, right? Right, Lot never had chickens, he had sheeps. Never mind. Sheep toy that Papa's got me back! I got it back, rather. Yay, or something.
Sure.
Yes!
Let's go!
Yes!
That's the wrong button there. Act 3, what else do we got? We have Super Swimming Showdown. Is that the last one? No, it's not. It's not the last one. There's still Ordis, or the name of that one town. Miranda has waited for Lenore to return to her tavern in Ordis. There's no sign of her. So let's go to that one place, that one big town in Ordis. The Harbor District. Excuse me. There's a lot of people here, by the way. Welcome, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good day today. Today's Thursday, no? Today is Thursday. Already. Weeks are just going by. They're flying by faster and faster. Uh-oh. Green-haired Laura is talking to Shirley. Look over there. It's Leonora and that girl from Ouroboros. Right, Shirley, the sanguine ogre. Everybody, stay calm. Let's see where this goes.
Whoa, easy. I'm just here checking the place out while I'm in town. Anyway, I knew you caught my eye for a reason. Where are you from?
I wish it was Friday or Saturday. How come? Just to be free from the schools? The Silver Whale, not that it's any of your business. I find it hard to believe the Society would send one of their most powerful enforcers just to do some sightseeing. Whoa, the Silver Whale? You must be a real big shot. Seriously though, I'm just here to kill some time. If you want to join me, I'm sure we can find something more fun to do. Yeah, Friday's tomorrow. Exciting. Well, if that's how you want to do things, then fine. More time to sleep. Damn, this isn't going well. Hold on a second. Hey, we're having a conversation here. I guess I was wondering when you were gonna butt in, Ashen Awakener. You guys... You two weren't planning to start a fight here, were you? We were gonna move somewhere else first. Give us some credit, man. What do you say it's, Lenora, right? So long as we fight outside town, it shouldn't be a problem. That's not the issue here. There's really no need for you to fight at all. Couldn't you lay down your arms and talk it out? Hey, I only came here as a tourist in the first place, but now Testarosa's hungry for some action. I can't just back down. You work Saturday? No. If you're willing to go that far, I won't try to stop you. But at least let me make a suggestion. There are better ways to resolve disputes. Better ways? Like I said, you don't have to resort to violence. Okay, I'll bite. Let's hear this better way of yours. But if I don't like it, we're just gonna go with our original plan. Let me just think about it. Peaceful way to settle this. Athletic types. Athletic, huh? I wonder. Come on, stop mumbling. You think of a better way yet or what? Swimming contest. Good luck on Saturday. Yeah, good luck as well. Good luck to me as well with Splatoon 2 and me not losing me marbles. I like how every time I greet everyone, by the way, like, hey guys, welcome all the new peoples, my viewership drops. Every single time. I'm waiting for that one person to just step up and say, hello, how you doing? I mean, if you're gonna lurk, that's fine, but still, don't leave. Good luck on Splatoon, I know, right? It's all good, don't worry. I'm not bad. Alright, let's do it. Reach an agreement, reach racing in the sea, not the pool, I assume, if that's right. forgot us to say hello? Yeah, at least you guys stick around. I love to see new people, though. New people would be awesome to grow the channel even more. These two are really something else. Good luck on Splatoon. Thank you. I am always grateful for you guys for always being here, though. Always being here, always keeping me company. It's great. Wow. Oh wow, you're in the swimming club too, Black Rabbit? You want to get in on this race too? I think I'll pass. Even on a good day, swimming 40 Arge is about the best I can do. I'll be supporting Leonora from the sidelines today. I can't believe you're both about to swim 7500 Arge. Yes, the most I've ever done is 1,000. Sure is a balancing act though, isn't it? Keeping it with the current? Yeah, I'm rubbish at that. Garbage, awful at that. That's impressive enough. How about you? Any experience in long-distance swimming? It's nothing compared to someone who grew up on a fleet like you, but I've swam through rivers in full armor before, if that counts. You better show me a good time, alright? Alright, I'm not gonna hold back though, then. Leonora's good enough to go toe-to-toe against Laura and Principal Le Guin. But I've never seen what Shirley's capable of. This should be an interesting race. Okay, let's get this show on the road. You need to get more time to get ready. And I reach the new. Yep, I'm good to go. Same here. Let's do this. Okay, sounds like we're all ready. Take your positions. Ready, set, go! Oh, we're actually racing. I am now Leonora and I'm racing. Okay. So E and L. E and L, okay? E and L, okay, guys?
First!
Yeah! Swimming champion, baby! Hooah! Muscles, flex my swimming muscles, rah! Shirley's dead. I wish I could have kept that second wind all the way to the end. I feel so burnt out, but in a good way. I guess giving it everything you've got now and then isn't so bad, as long as you had fun. That was fantastic, you guys. I was right on the edge of my seat the whole time, and you both showed so much passion. I've got chills. Nice work, Leonora. You were great out there, Shirley. Thanks, Toffee. You'd think she was just a regular student looking at her now. True, but we can't let that fool us. Alright, that was pretty good fun, but I'm done playing around now. We'll be enemies again the next time we meet, and I'm not gonna go easy on you. You better be on your way before my ride gets here. She was really something. I don't think anyone's ever pushed me that hard before. Did she say her ride was coming? Was she talking about the Beowulf? As in the Red Constellation's assault craft? According to my database, its firepower is quite impressive. Let's not have the Courageous 2 cross paths with it. We should get going. Time to go. Yay! Wow, I got things. I got closes. And now we need to head to a different place now. Right, young maid there? Right? I don't remember where we gotta go though, that's the thing. So let me just do a little bit of looking up a thing. Where is it? Operation Free Aaron. This is a hidden quest. Use Reen's party. Avon Hills. Okay. We need to go to Avon Hills, guys. Question is, where is Avon Hills? Because I don't remember. Avon Hills? Avon Hills, yeah. But where is it, though? It's not there. See, this is why we need more, like, things. More choices here. Avon Hills. Can you appear, please? It's not here. Leaves, no. Sante. Oh, there it is. Alright, folks. Let's go. Let's save the game first, actually. Let's save the... Oh, geez.
There!
Yay! Did you guys see that? Did you see what I just did there? I blew up the monster. I'm gonna blow up this monster too. Ha 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 ha. Am I crazy, guys? Am I insane? You can say yes, it's okay. One shot kill, yep. I don't think I can shoot that guy there. That big thing.
Do be careful.
Yeah.
That enemy's strong.
Can't kill the enemies. I only can kill the deep enemies. Boom.
There!
See, isn't Tita amazing? Not crazy or insane, just having fun in the game. Yeah. What if I act like this in real life, though? What if I just lose my mind? I mean, I won't, but what if I do? It'll be bad. What if I just find a gigantic cannon and, like, blow up monsters and wolves and stuff?
There!
With my infinite ammo. I should save. In public is another story for another time. Yes. Hopefully, makes the two of us. Something wrong here? Reen, are you alright? Wasn't there a teleportation stone linked to Aaron Village just ahead? There was, yeah. Without a doubt, something unusual is going on. The presence I'm picking up on doesn't sit right with me. We should go into this fully prepared. Urgent request. Oh, I just remembered something, guys. Yep. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. It's a group conversation for another time. Or hopefully a never time. Am I right? I forgot to do something last time, and that is heal. Because Muse's EP is gone.
That was so relaxing.
There we go. Gotta remember, always heal. Always recover, always heal. Support group time. Hosted by someone who has no experience with being supportive.
Ha!
Whoops.
It's my turn now.
There we go. Sorry, Reen. You can't shoot a big cannon like Tita does. Talk about it to your therapist. I would not be a good therapist. I mean, maybe I could be, but I don't know. I don't really want to be.
Ooh, a tough one.
Ooh. I'm gonna fight other tough ones, though, like this tough one. Look at this tough one. Whew. Got him. That one almost got me. If I waited a split second longer, I would have been dead.
There!
Being a therapist isn't calling either. With me there. Yeah. These are people's lives we're talking about. I'm not ready for that.
There!
Look at all the sepith we're getting. Ain't that nice? Okay, now we save the game. We go forth. And now we go in. What are we up against here? Oh, what's gonna happen, guys? You can figure out your own life. Much less help someone else. Oh no, it's the Jaegers. Uh-oh. What do you mean gather intel? Just take him out. Is this gonna be a long mission? Something tells me this is gonna be a longer mission. But I'm looking at the guide and this is the last one. Hey Jay, how you doing today? You're just in time, we're in the middle of a random mission right now. But yeah, I hope you're doing good. Oh yeah, we're having a big meeting. What the hell is going on? The society shouldn't have time to pull a stunt like this. What are they thinking? You're right, Ouroboros is sure to prioritize carrying out its ultimate plan. As such, you think they would be focusing on Crossbell, since the Steel Maiden is there, but right, I'm fairly certain this is a do-or-die moment for Ouroboros as well. Especially since there seems they're fighting against the church and other groups all over the continent at the moment. Checking in, you're gonna lurk cause you got to AFK to the store to get some chips and a pop. Hey, have a good one, Jay. Lurk well and get some delicious things. Get the best chips ever. Sharon and Doovie probably know about what's all about that. If you can't say my name right, then just don't say it at all. Right, Ouroboros is unique in that a chain of command such as one you might see in a state-run organization, does not exist. All plans are ultimately under the discretion of the Anguis. It is by their request that enforcers and the units under them operate, but the enforcers are free to decide if they will operate in response to said requests. There are probably a lot of cases of illogical amusement, like these that work their way in. It's still a mystery how the society has managed to last so long. The enhanced Jaegers aren't the same as the normal sort, are they? Right, there are some that use their talent to work their way into the Jaeger Corps, but they're different. They're usually former soldiers and mercenaries, taken in under contract and used as disposable pawns. There's even a mechanism that can strengthen the body and reset the memory within the contracted period. How seem a bit strange now that you mention it. Alright, there's a lot of talking again. And my words are getting all muddled and stuff. The Faceless. They mentioned the Faceless, the third Anguis, dude. Gilbert. You're thinking of chips now? I like chips. Occupy the Royal Academy. Something here that feels familiar. That's right. Let's go. You guys. Thanks, everyone. Detailed plan quickly. Gotta get those plans. Love some fried slices of potato. I am a fan of that. Free Aaron, go! Jay's back. Welcome back. I know you think that couldn't take you that fast. You have a store by my house and it takes 12 seconds there and it's daytime, so there was no customers. Lucky. Having a store right next to your house? Jay, you could get whatever you wanted. You can get whatever you want there. And be back home. Oh, that's so lucky. Did you have, like, the whole store to yourself? You know who. Oh, Voldemort's here now. That's a tough person to fight. Yoo-hoo! Like, everyone close to something. Then if you're hungry, Howie's by it. Oh, you have another store by you? Lucky. Oh ho ho. Yeah! What do you take us for? Arcanism's Formation D. Let's show these kids what real soldiers can do. 5 stores near you. Lucky. Meanwhile, there's no stores near me. Not even one. No form of a store even close to me. Oh, here's group number 2. Severing Eclipse of the Swift 2. Oh, excuse me. Buy more time. Oh, Crow's gonna mess things up too. Hungry Howie store, gas station, and laundry. Nice. Maybe one day I'll build my own store. Would that be a good idea, guys? Just right next to my house? Ah, what a brilliant plan. Hot damn, your skills are legit, woman. It's amazing what the genuine witch can do. Magic and normal art truly are quite different, aren't they? Who said that? Oh. Celine. I'll warp you there. You should appear right at the St. Graal entrance. The catalyst for the barrier looks to be 3 objects that have been placed inside. Neutralize them fast through unlimited. Understood. Stupid desk jockey. I swear he's way overdue for a firm backhand. Read, protect us all. But of course. Your old neighbors had a taco shop? Ooh, what store would I open up? I don't know, just a normal, like, everyday store. Like the Reliable. That's like a small grocery store. A nice small grocery store. Alright, here we are. Phase 1 entrance. Yoon and the others came here for their training session. We're making progress one step at a time. Are you sure you'll be okay, Olivier? Yeah, aren't you supposed to take it easy until you're fully recovered? Cher and Mueller aren't gonna be happy about this. Shop that was built like a lemonade stop. Aww. Small grocery store would be neat. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just go in. Let's just go in now. Fight people. No, we're gonna talk a bit. Alright. Okay. So this is not my normal party, which is a little bad, but, you know, it's fine. I'm gonna switch Randy with Tita. Sorry, Tita.
All right.
I'm going!
I'm going.
Where am I going now? I think I'm leaving, actually. Are the first enemies? Where did you guys come from? Uh-oh. Soldiers! Sure, we were hiding in the labyrinth the whole time. Well,
I'll take you weaklings on.
this might be slightly tough, but luckily we have
My
this
mind.
move. My mind is as empty as an empty, empty thing. Here we go. Ow.
I'm going.
Oh no, these guys have a lot of HP.
Commence drive.
And sadly, we're too slow here. Yay! They're healing themselves! Woo! More. Oh, Earth Pulse. He's gonna be recovering HP every turn now. Dirty grenade.
My turn.
My turn. Megalith Ball. Earth Pulse.
I'm up.
Oh my gosh. Guess who's ready with his stuff, guys? Reenas! And now you're all dead.
Everyone okay?
Yep. Mobius EX. Hey, Tita has it. Oh, potentially healing items. RNG 7. Large.
All right, got it.
I got a little stronger.
Alright, now we gotta go back and heal. It's the power of the Ashen Chevalier, the Heavy Blade, and the Red Reaper. Got the Foundation Girl and Mech 2 with serious disadvantage. Enemies were neutralized, they were better. Let's go that Olivier is more or less fighting with us now. Don't lag behind Tita. Tita's the one who's leading the charge. Can we go back inside? I gotta heal my EP. Good night, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Charge! Okay, let's free this place now. Hopefully there's not too many people I gotta fight. The village turned, or the scenery turned bluish now. That's a good sign, right? Oh no, more? Ashen Chevalier spotted, engaging target.
I'll crush you all at once.
I'll do the crushing of you all, and it'll be once.
Ha!
Yes.
Cross Crusade again.
Commence drive.
Followed by another big move. Nice. These ones were taken out a little bit faster. And now Tita's going to destroy them.
Damn you!
I'm going.
Damn you!
I failed.
I got some.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh ho. Hear that? We ain't seen nothing yet. Scanning surroundings. There's things everywhere. Yay. Alright, I won't heal. Tita only used one little move, so we're fine. Alright, teleportation stone is right up ahead. Let's run around a little bit. Alright, Reen's CP should be healed. Oh, there's a monster over there. Hey, it's big too. Can we shoot it?
That one's dangerous. Stay alert.
Don't let your guard down.
It's one of these robots again. We already... Oh no, it's a new one. It's a new big robot.
They're down. Follow up.
Let's go!
Reen's forte is so slow now. What the heck?
Arcus activate!
How come it's like
All right.
he can use it immediately during one turn, but a different battle, it takes him like 4 turns to charge up? Doesn't make sense, man.
It's my turn.
Do you have anything good? Like Diamond Nova?
Commencing drive. Take this!
Tita's robot's better.
Ha!
Don't you forget it.
All right. Get up! An opening!
This should finish it off, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe it still has a lot of attacking to do. Ah! Yeah, buddy.
All right. Nice work.
Impede 3. That's pretty good. Of all the... Oh, we don't have time for this right now. Just part Garage, the newer models from Liberal. There's the thing, by the way. Search the vicinity. Oh, I guess we're going this way. But first, we have some CP recharging to do. See Reen's little icon down there? I'm waiting for his little bar to become completely yellow. Nearly there. It's gotta be at maximum. And there we go. Thank you for Tita. Thank you, Tita, for running over and over. What's this? Another suspicious device. Tio, take a look at this. Seems to be the contraption which interfered with the protective barrier. Aeon system activate. Scanning the target. It's right there. Huh? That's Tio Tut's specialty. Analysis complete. This is a very complex device. It syncs with orbital energy fields and hacks into them, so it's jamming the village's barrier, meaning it will be fixed if we disable the device. There are 3 in total. In order to restore the barrier to its normal function, all 3 must be deactivated. Destroying this one should at least allow us to reactivate the teleporter. Sounds like a plan. This should do it, right? Tita, you have a cannon. Shoot! Shoot it! Alrighty, we got it. Nice job. Uh-huh. Zero fuel generators. I remember those. Oh, I remember those, alright. Those were, oh, one of the Anguisses. Okay, into the village we go. Oh, it's him. This punk. Damn it, those courageous 2 rats caught wind of us. And just when we had the chance to take the village down while the Crimson Witch is out of the way. The barrier. I can't believe the other witches have managed to conjure a barrier that powerful. Of all the rotten luck. We can't take hostages and stall for time or anything. Are we at that much of a dead end? Regimental Commander, your orders? We have word that another party's infiltrated the place. We'll have to retreat. Retreat? Think again. We were sent here by the 6th Anguis, Professor Novartis. That means something. With the others heading to Crossbell, now's our chance to take initiative and show off what we can do. Let's bring our toys out to play in the 2nd and 3rd sectors. I want to keep them in reserve, but we've been left no choice. Roger that. Begin weapon transfer. Correct the ones from the workshop. Affirmative. Fight to your very last breath. Alright, this should buy us some time. We have to deal with these intruders properly. We knew better to get the job done than me and my perfect ace in the hole. Well, we're taking on Gilbert once again, guys. Oh boy. Our friends are helping too. Nice. Look at him go. Look at him go. Alright, that should do it. Wait, everyone get back. Massive object detected. It's teleporting in. Uh-oh. Is that a Hannibal? Looks like it's the Hector model it's based on. They must have borrowed it from the Black Workshop. Oh dear. Well, good thing we don't have to deal with that, right? Oh dear. You annoying pests! Crow, what's going on with that Divine Knight? It's no use. Telepathic channels are blocked. Looks like we have no choice but to count on but ourselves. Yep. You got this though. You're good. You're strong. You can handle it. And we're here. Is that a magical barrier? It is, but it doesn't seem to be Ouroboros is doing. Watch out! Watch out for the nearly crashing of the game. Bring it on. Oh, great.
I'll do my best.
More friends.
Yeah!
Yeah, oh.
I'm up!
I'm gonna try something real quick.
My turn!
This might be stupid, but let me just try a thing.
Now! An opening!
Yes.
Also, I'm fighting with Agate right now. How exciting.
Yeah!
Here's our chance. Follow up.
Yeah!
That's fine.
Yes.
Teodot, use your big move for free. Woohoo! Aw.
Let's go! My turn!
I don't think this is gonna finish him off. It would be cool though. Nope. Couldn't, you know. You couldn't.
Arcus, activate.
Yeah!
Take this. I'm going.
I see a healing thing up ahead, by the way. Let's take this guy out, actually. There we go.
Damn you!
And now Tio gets the healing.
Damn you!
Damn, I failed.
Let's go.
Jeez.
I failed!
Okay, good.
Alright, nice work.
Nice work. Nice work, everyone. Alright, let's tear into the rest of them. Gotta look out for any villagers around. Their protection is our top priority. I'll take care of any barrier generators. Head to the finale. The finale of this mission. How exciting. But first... Oh, I can't even TP now. I can't even go back. Oh no. Well... We can't heal any more EP, so we're slightly in trouble. Why can't we just blast it? Yeah, no? Blast it away. Well, there's the second one. Yay! One more! Company! More people! Yay! And there's a crap ton of them! Yay! Is there anyone else we can talk to? Oh, there's a bathhouse. Okay.
I see.
No, I want to go. I want to go to the thing. Sick anguish and I feel sick feeling. The man's anguish. So Gilbert then, as I suspected. Already to retreat, save your breath, share any info, wanted to, our tongues are tied. That can only mean mind control. Makes me feel sorry. Yeah, I gotcha. Just fight him.
Orbital gear activated.
Thank God they're going first, huh? Damn you! Okay, this should give us a lot of EXP, or a lot of CP for Reen. I hope it does. Here we go! Didn't really, but you know. Ugh. Here we go. So many moves. Dirty grenade.
Damn you!
It's
Can we
my
do
turn
this,
now.
guys? Can we somehow do this? Can we punch him? Material, fun.
It's my turn.
Fun. Attack these groups. Oh my gosh.
None on my watch!
No!
Come on.
Payback!
Take this!
Okay, we get it. Come on, next. Do your little heavy smasher.
Payback!
And now it's time for another big move. Look how fast it came back up.
Fails!
Damn, I
Yes.
failed you. This one lives a little bit longer though. Woohoo!
I failed!
Everyone
Some good data.
levels up.
Alright, got it!
I got a little stronger. Level up.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
This is very good, guys. Very, very good. We're getting there. Getting to the big numbers. Oh, I gotta stretch. Whoa, Cloud! How you doing? That was a delayed reaction there. Thanks. Thanks, Steam. Or not Steam, but hey, guys. How's Cloud and Micah Fernandez doing today? You're just in time. Everyone is, we're doing a little side mission, and it's cool. But how's everyone doing? What was Cloud streaming? Valorant. You were streaming Valorant. How was it? Did you win? Guys that took part in Cloud's raid, did he win? You can be honest with me. We won 1 and lost 4. That's pretty much how I am in Splatoon 2. Don't worry about it. But yeah, thanks so much, everyone. Everyone who's here, go follow Cloud. He's a good streamer. Alright, go do that. It's not even like a recommendation. It's I'm telling you to. Do it. Do it. But 1 win counts. It sure does. Just like our wins. How deep are we into the story? Pretty deep, I want to say. Deep-ish. I'm so sorry. The guy snuck in somehow while it was my turn managing the barrier. It's all my fault. Don't berate yourself, dear. We all let our guards down after the hundreds of years our village has passed without a threat. Have a shout-out command? I don't. I would love a shout-out command. I don't know if anyone knows how to make a shout-out command. But yeah, you need to. I'd love to. I asked my mods and they said they can't for some reason. I don't know. Good to see you're all safe. Impenetrable barrier was incredible to say the least. Those are some kind words, but we barely just scraped by. All of us put together couldn't do any more to protect ourselves. Where's Hellfire? I don't know if he knows how to do it. Not even Pia knew. Speaking of that, do you have any idea where the third device they brought in might be? Well, I saw them carrying something to clearing outside the village, so that might be it. Really? We better get on that then. Wonder if we'll run into Gilbert over in those parts. Maybe. We're not done yet. Got it. Hey, there we go. We're all fully healed. All fully healed, guys. Yay. Oh, look. The enhanced Jaegers are all under arrest. Ask around later how to get shout-out command and come back to you about it. Well, don't come to me, because I'm never going to be able to do it. Talk to my mods if you possibly can. Remember, I have Nightbot, not whatever the other bots are. But yeah, talk to me mods, and they'll be able to hopefully get the thing in.
I expected to see Class 7, but who's this with them?
Gilbert! Gilbert the Pest. Reen Schwarzer, the Ashen Chevalier in the flesh. I suppose I should introduce myself. You see, I've already gotten to know your dear student rather well. Enhanced Jaeger Regiment Commander Gilbert Stein, if I'm not mistaken. Una, Ash, and Estelle had quite a bit to say about you. Oh, I'm sure. Is that Mrs. Russell? Miss Russell I spot over there? I'm pleased to see you haven't changed at all. Agate Krosner, Prince Olivert, my condolences for all that you've gone through. Gilbert, thanks for the concern and all. Might be nicer if you really meant it. Had it truly been 3 years since we last met in Phantasma, Gilbert? With all our trials and tribulation, it feels like eons ago. Did not bring up your chat, huh? That's fine. Don't worry. I still do the shout out to Cloud though. Go follow him. Do it. You bet I have. I went from Chief Warrant Officer to Regimental Commander in our times apart. Now I receive orders directly from Professor Novartis, the Sixth Anguis. He sent me here to test his null field generator. You're telling me this was all that crazy old geezer's idea? So it's a ripoff of Professor Russell's invention. No, it could be more accurate to call it a modified version. At this any rate, there's little doubt this generator was used to take control of Aaron's barrier. And now we know that it's unrelated to the phantasmal blaze plan that the other Anguis are working toward. I must warn you, Gilbert, we will use any means necessary to stop you if you make any further moves to harm this village. Ah, we're right. The test is all well and done now. We should be right on our way out of here. But then again, doing just the bare minimum isn't going to land me any more promotions, is it? Like we care. Get lost already. Gilbert's always had the ambitious streak, for better or worse. Just pick up and go while we're still giving you a chance. I don't think I will. In fact, I was planning to attack you all along. Oh boy. That's the same contraption we saw in the Pantagruel. That's another one of the new and improved mechanical menaces. Ha, so what do you think? Makes for quite an impression now, doesn't it? Now is just the right time to slip in one more little experiment for Professor Novartis. Get ready, here comes the most powerful land weapon in all of Erebonia! The what? That's a bold claim to make. Be extremely cautious. This weapon far exceeds the capabilities of Panzer Soldats. Oh no, is something new coming now? You gotta be kidding me! An Action? That's the Imperial Army's most powerful tank! Looks like it was modified too. No way! It's unmanned? This thing's completely automatic? It's the C-Unit technology from the Imperial Liberation Front. Ah. Damn it. Is this the same kind of tank that's been deployed in Crossbell? Its firepower and endurance are incomparably higher than anything we've ever seen before. It's more like the tank cannon used during the uprising. No, it surpasses even that. Not even Panzer Soldat stand a chance against this thing. That's some metal monster. And with the jamming device in operation, you can kiss calling your Divine Knight goodbye, Mr. Action Chevalier. So that's the ace up my sleeve. Your move now. Rise level at maximum. We'll need some top-tier teamwork to overcome this. Roger that. Guess I've got to show my real stuff here. Orbital Gear 3 in standby mode. Aeon System commence overdrive. I will show you no mercy, Gilbert. And to the rest of you, I lend my fullest support. My arts are yours. Hey, cow. Can't stream tonight? Oh, 'cause sick?
I'll wipe the floor with you!
Wipe the floor.
It's my turn!
Hope you get better soon, cow. Being sick sucks.
Yeah! My turn!
Draguna Edge, Wild Rage. Is this gonna be hard? We're fighting a freaking tank.
There! Get up! An opening!
Oh, this is on easy mode.
Yes!
I just remembered. Whoops. Sorry. Forgot again.
Ready or not, here I come! Ugh.
Eat this!
It's fine though. Just a side mission. Feel better
My mind
soon.
was clear.
Yeah. No one likes being sick.
Ugh.
Ow!
Let's go. Commencing drive.
Payback!
Take this!
Yeah, we got counterattacks on our side.
Ugh.
The tank is nearly dead,
Alright.
which I'm very, very happy about. In fact, maybe we can take it out now.
Rah!
Yay! Tank is dead.
Behold the glory of Gilbert Stein! It's not over yet! Eat this!
Psycho.
Serves you right, dum-dums!
Oh. Did you hear him?
Payback!
Dum dums.
Take this!
Oh.
Let's go.
It's a cold, but when you talk, your mouth and nose feel uncomfortable and to blow your nose constantly. Get well soon, Cal.
Arcus activate.
That sucks.
There!
Kids should not be sick. You hear? Kids should never be sick. That voice actor.
I'm up!
I think he plays the role super well. Of a pathetic just guy.
My turn!
Of a real pathetic dude.
Rah!
Oh no!
It's my turn.
Shoot!
Break! I'll follow up!
Impossible! It's not over yet! Not by a long shot!
Oh no, it's not over yet.
There!
Oh, thought we were
It's my
done.
turn.
Nope. He's just on land now.
It's down! There!
Ow!
Alright.
How high pitched your voice has gotta be to skip that level of patheticness.
Yeah!
Yeah. Ow!
How do you like this?
That sucks. Yeah, 200%. 200 CP.
Yes.
Owie.
This is what I'm really capable of!
Yes. They're down. Follow up.
Follow up.
All right.
Alright, is he gonna?
Not on my watch.
Hold on a second. I'm so sorry. See? Look at me. Please. Can't we all just get along? Fooled you. This is what you get.
Payback.
Swear I'll get you for this.
Gilbert's great.
Come back when you're stronger.
Gilbert is great.
All right, got it.
Summon Valimar 2. Ooh.
I got a little stronger.
I get to summon 2 Valimars. I can clone my Valimar and make him 2. I don't think that's how that works, actually. I think he's just stronger. Strongier. Alright, guys, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yay! Are you serious? That wasn't just my trump card, but also the most powerful tank in history. It should be impossible for you to so much as scratch it. Pant, you don't give us bracers enough credit, pal. Not that it was a walk in the park. Things might have turned ugly without you, Teotot. We're just lucky that artwork worked on that machine. I like to think my Orbital gear, I like to think it gave you an edge too. You put on a tough fight, but now it's over. Are you going to accept your defeat with grace? Or would you rather go the hard way, Gilbert? The Courageous 2 does have detention barracks, so we could provide you with suitable accommodation. Grrr! Not over yet, there's still the boost feature I haven't tried, although it might make the tank uncontrollable. That's quite enough. What? Tank is dead. Oh, glad to see you made it, Emma. You broke through the barrier. We finally managed somehow. I'd keep your distance if I were you. Emma's really on the warpath this time. Oh yeah, her eyes are glowing. You may as well consider me the same. My, you do have a lot of nerve targeting my very own hometown, don't you? Oh yeah, that tank is dead. Beep! What's up with people appearing randomly in these games? That's just how it be. That's just how it do. Sometimes you just gotta appear out of nowhere. Ho ho ho. I didn't expect to see you here, Rose, Vita. About time. Talk about showing up right at the last second. I would have come sooner had Weisslin Army matters not kept my hands tied. Looks like I can't leave my village without some sly fox trying to sneak in and cause mischief. Oh. Eek! Oh boy, nothing feels as scalding as the wrath of beautiful women, particularly when said beautiful women are top-class witches. I almost feel sorry for Gilbert. Don't. You'll make your bed. You make your bed and all that, right?
I figured you were up to something, but I was hoping it wasn't something like this.
Uh-oh. Oh dear. Master Campanella! Great, and now the fool shows up. Nothing better to do than stir up crap, eh? I can't say I'm surprised to learn of your involvement in this, Campanella. Oh, I should have stepped in a teensy bit earlier, huh? Too bad I was just so unbelievably busy. Little Gilby, I never would have pegged you as one to take advantage of the professor's ego like this, and blatantly disregard your orders. Looks to me you need some discipline, or you might need not worth keeping anymore. Eek!
I specifically told you to keep tabs on the village. Not once did I tell you to invade it. I seem to recall having this exact same conversation with you 4 years ago.
I beg your forgiveness, Master Campanella! I won't do it ever again!
That'll show him. Tremble! I suppose I could find it in me to look past this one, but will the others forgive little Gilby? That's the real question. You need to apologize, that's clear, and you'll also need to swear on the Grandmaster's name to never again meddle with this village. Really? That's reasonable, I'd say. It may not sound like much, but the Society's members, such a vow is inviolable. You would know of Ouroboros' unwritten rules, wouldn't you, Vita? Well, I have no objections, and if you get out of my sight at once and take that idiot with you. Your generosity knows no bounds, Elder. Well then, see you around, Vita. Give my regard to all of the other witches we stirred up trouble for. Schwarzer, Your Highness, always a pleasure. Always the mysterious one, Campanella is. And that's the final mission down at long last. Final mission is D-O-N done. And we all partied for 4 days. An additional bonding event with Elise has been added. Really now? Oh, what? What's this? Boom! 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 And boom. We got our party back. But we partied well into the night. The world was, or we partied well for 4 days. The world kind of ended though because the war passed. And that was the end. But yeah, that's all the events gone now. All of the side missions. Una, Muse, Altina, and Tita. Una and Altina. Hang on. Okay, we need Altina and Una. Okay, guys? Alright, pay attention. Una and Altina. All the events and side missions. Well, only the side missions are done. The events are still here. The events are still here. Be gone. Be gone. What's going on here now? Everyone's busy again. Everyone's chilling. That kid's sweeping up.
I could reel in a big haul here.
What's going on here?
I like Mommy's cooking too. If you're a good boy, I'll give you more and more and more. Let's give it the good work, Loki.
Kill. Alright.
Yay for events.
Yep, yay for events. Ah, what a relief. I was so tensed up and worried for a while there. Hee hee, I hear you. And I'm just glad we were able to get through this without any major incidents. Agreed. Excellent work, everyone. Haha, I can't say I pitched in very much. It was Zagat and Olivia who really saved the day, and a lot of credit has to go to Instructor Randy and Tio too. Tita, your diversionary tactics were perfect. They were the key to the whole operation coming together. And Princess Alphen, Elise, we couldn't have done it without the support you two and Toa gave us. I'm just glad we were able to help out. After all this village has done for you, Reen, I wanted to repay the favor in some way. Right. Wait a second. Since we're all here, why don't we chat about something more interesting? Girls talk, secrets, exciting things, and of course we have Reen as our guest of honor. Your Highness. Alright, I'm clearly the odd man out amongst this group. This is one thing, but with all of you here, I'm just gonna turn in early, okay? Reen! So you're used to sharing a bath with Elise? Well, I guess that makes sense. It's not a big deal for a family to bathe in a hot spring together, back where you're from. Well, then why not just think of the rest of us as family too? Your newly acquired sisters. That suggestion doesn't entirely sit well with me. Everybody loves Reen. Come on, Reen, wanna be nice? At the very least, we can try and make you blush. I will think of it as just another mission. You won't get too radical, instructor, though. Maybe you could really use a good shock or two. Even you, Yuna? Let's just all try to take things down a notch. Yeah, always got the girls to himself. Always. Lucky. Reen's situation is looking a little dicey, but you reap what you sow. I do know how Elise feels, though. If someone were to try that on Agate when we had a rare chance to be alone together. Tita definitely likes Agate. That's becoming obvious. Alright, let the events commence, guys. And since we got a nice new event with Elise, we might as well take it, huh? Alright, Elise is in this room over here. Hello there. What's that? Jacket. Ah. Yeah. There's 7 events, oh my gosh. This might take a while, guys, so bear with me. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Thank God she doesn't like Reen like everyone else. Who? Tita? Yes, Tita. Yeah. Tita has Agate. Wow, so your urgent business was an errand? Just when did you have the chance to arrange this anyway? Hee, I've come down here on occasion to take care of things while you've been away. Thank you for both of your help earlier. It would appear that you finished everything then. Let me take a look. Here it is. Wow, it's beautiful. This is splendid. I can see the passion in every stitch. You flatter me. It isn't much, really. That's really impressive. Looks picture perfect to me. But just wait until you're wearing it. She really poured her heart into it. It'd be a shame if it got torn up like before, no? Oh. When she resolved to sew it, I gave her a special thread to use, and now we'll be infusing it with magic. Sin and Rose, I need your help. Of course! Leave it to us. A random little girl and the witch that's been alive for 800 years. Their magics are, at the same time, equal. Oh! Wow! There we go. Definitely feels as comfortable as before. Maybe more so, actually. Oh, you're just saying that. No, he's right. It's really obvious how much love you poured into it. My word, despite all the misfortune that follows you around, Reen, you certainly are a lucky man. That coat should now be just as strong as the black outfit we made. No matter how wild the curse runs, this should be able to stymie its effects. If you want to show your appreciation, wear it often and with pride. Yes, ma'am. I honestly have no idea how to begin thanking you all. Thank you so much, Mrs. Dahlia, Sign, and Roselia. It really means a lot. Well, you're welcome, but you did the lion's share of the work, my dear. A question. Why does Dahlia get a nice miss in before her name, yet I'm just plain old Roselia? Oh, I didn't mean... She does have more of a wise old lady vibe than Rose does. That's enough from the peanut gallery. Ho 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 ho. So funny. Thank you, Elise. I really appreciate this. I'll treat it extra carefully. I hate to damage it after all the effort that went in. I'm glad it means so much to you, but you don't need to be that delicate. I'll always be here to mend it for you. Hee hee, but I will say an all-black ensemble would suit your current hair color more right now. You think so? Well, I'm not exactly striving to be a fashion icon. I imagine people think I'm already showy enough. Don't be silly. There's nothing wrong with dressing well. And you have me to keep your wardrobe in shape. Just say the word and I'll get to stitching. Yeah, for sure. Elise's die-hard aesthetic sense is a little concerning. Back to the ship then. It's just about time to start heading toward Crossbell. Something the matter? I promised myself that after giving you this jacket, I'd finally gather up my courage, though I had planned to hand it over a little later than this. Courage? What do you mean? It's been such a long time since we first met. For quite a bit of it, I really thought you were my biological brother, but as I grew a little older, I eventually understood that you were adopted into the family. Looking back, I realized just how cold I was to you for a time. Now that you mention it, when you started up at St. Asturias, you began keeping your distance. It really took me by surprise. I know, I just wasn't able to manage my emotions at that age. They were so overpowering. I was worried that I might blurt out something that can't be unsaid, so I kept you at arm's length. I'm sorry, Reed, for hurting your feelings while I was so focused on protecting mine. There's no need for apologies, Elise. We were a lot younger then. Wait a second. What do you mean by blurting out something that can't be unsaid?
What? Yeah.
You're my family. My brother. I love you, Reen. But there's more to it than just that.
You've already been through two rivalries, and your life still is in danger from the one moment to the next. Ariahood awaits you in Crossbell. You'll eventually have to face Prince Cedric, Rufus, Chancellor Osborne. I worry so much about you, Reen. Sometimes I don't think I can even take it, but we're together right now. When I decided that I might lose you any day, I decided that my fears about telling you the truth paled in comparison. Elise. Well?
I love you, Reen. As more than just your sister. I've fallen for you in every way I can. Perhaps it started the very first day we met.
This isn't a joke, is it? Of course it isn't. Do you think I'd say something like that as a joke? No, I was just making sure. Hee hee, now I was teasing you there. Come on, Reen, you better get back to the ship. Hold on, Elise. It wasn't easy for you to come out with that, but now that you've confessed you love me, you're just going to act like nothing happened? Weren't you expecting some sort of response from me? I didn't bring this up because I was looking for an answer out of you. I just thought it'd be nice to share my feelings with you, even if nothing comes out of it. I didn't want to have any regrets, and you should act in a way that won't leave you with any either. What I want from you is to never give up on yourself, and to follow your heart with who you choose to love rather than be led by guilt. Oh. Thank you, Elise. I'm still not quite sure how to feel, to be honest. It's going to take some time for me to process what you've shared, but your message is pure steep. That's all I could ask for. The dreaded butt word. Yep. Yay. Reen's original haircoat and hair. Oh, we can dress as old Reen. She already knew it was love, not meant to be. I don't know, guys. say you were in a family, like into an adopted family, and your younger sister or brother like fell in love with you. You're technically not related because, you know, you're adopted. But would you date your adoptive bro or sis? This could be just a me thing, but I don't think I would. I don't think I could or would. So sorry, Elise, but you are not the one. You are not the one for Reen. You don't think you could either? Yeah. There's a lot of choices here now. Could me? Nameless Oni? Good question. Alright. Next event will be with Yuna! You would never, they grew up together, it's weird. Yeah, a little bit. In Japan, I guess it's normal. I don't know. But it's true love. You know? Go approve your message, Sohan? Yes. Oh, whoops. I think I'm actually the only... There's no actual mods here at the moment. It's funny. They like that stuff. Yeah. Even if they're not biologically brothers, they are still brothers. Yeah. Brother and sister, rather. Oh, by the way, 40 love. No more. I can't move. Alright, let's keep it up. Game set. Yuna wins. Great work, Yuna. Haha, not bad if I do say so myself. Thanks, not Laura. That was a good match. Yuna is up by 2, Jessica is up by 1, and Luis is down by 2. I wanted to get at least one win. Just what I expected, Yuna. You didn't give away a thing. I tried picturing this in my mind a bunch. You two didn't make it easy for me, though. I think it's important you can do your best even if you can't win. Do you have any regrets? Yes. This was enough for us, but Yuna might want to play more matches. We'll join the others. You two stay here and enjoy yourselves. What if I face Yuna and it turns into a very complex tennis game? Like Mario Tennis? Thanks, guys. Instructor, can you play one last match with me? Me? I've read the rules, but I'm totally a beginner. Oh, I'm sure you'll pick it up. With your physical abilities and that intuition, I think we're pretty evenly matched. But, if I win, could I ask a favor? Sure. But if we're doing this, I'm not going to hold back. Go ahead and give me everything you've got. Right. Here we go. The victor won with one final smash shot. Take this! And Reed just stood there like a lemon. Ah! I did it. I did it! Yuna. Haha, you got me. Good work. Hee hee, sorry, I got a little carried away. But I really wanted to ask you to do something for me. I want to tell you something, and I don't want you to say anything until I finished. Of course, I can do that.
I like you, instructor. I didn't even realize it at first. But I think I've felt this way for a while now. Ever since that day in Crossbell. The day you saved me.
Yuna. Hey, I said you couldn't talk until I'm done, remember? You're my instructor, and I'm your student, so I definitely don't expect you to answer right away. But can you at least just think about what I've said? Alright. What else can I say when you're asking so earnestly? My position, the world, the curse I bear. There's so much I have to think about if I'm to know how to respond to her feelings. Yep, another confession. Everybody loves Reen. now Yuna has tennis wear. Just say no, Reen. Let's see. Love heart. How many more are there? Let's go to talk to Altina now. What a dog. I know, right? Altina, who are you talking to? Oh, Instructor Reen, actually. Perfect timing. Oh, who's that? George? Oh, hey there, Reen. Oh, wait, George is kind of good now. George is actually kind of a good guy. So, yeah. Oh. So the place where we were at, where Reen was kidnapped and bound, is emptied out, I think. Well, this is interesting, huh? This is interesting. I guess we'll do it. Yeah. Let's go. Spend some time with Altina. Confession after confession. As long as Altina doesn't confess to me. Yeah. Here we go. We're back in that workshop again. Time to break some hearts. Yep. So this is the Black Workshop. It used to be the Gnomes HQ, huh? They might still be using it in some capacity. You never know. Angelica, do you remember the last time we were here? Clear as day. The mask didn't mess with my memories from that time. You guys had to take on the Chancellor, the Steel Maiden, and the Blazing Demon all at once. It was crazy. But now all is still and quiet. Frankly, it's unsettling. Not a soul in here, besides us. It feels abandoned. These conditions are ideal for us. We can conduct our investigations without interference. Okay, we'll go to the S-Weapon Lab. I've been curious about the origins of my Berserker and Shirley's Testarossa. When we met in Stargazer's Tower, we were enemies. Now we're working together. Who would have thought? Yeah, feels odd. Don't stab me in the back, please, Doobie. Don't come up with pet names for me. As for us, we'll go check out the combat shell and Zabur sold at Research Lab. Maybe Elbrick left behind his research notes or something. You're going to the homunculus lab, correct? Will you be okay? Yes, I've been there once before, when we came to save Instructor Reen. It's where Milliam and I were born. Maybe there's still something to learn there. Yes, maybe. Let's see what we can find. The Courageous Two will be patrolling in the area around you. Return at once if you're in danger. I'll be waiting here. Let us know if anything goes wrong. Alright, everyone knows what to do, so let's get started. This mission seems more serious. This is a simple event with Altina. But it's a serious event with Altina. I think I know what these are. OZ series incubation tanks. Test subjects which failed to become Milliam or me. They were discarded when we were born. That's disgustingly cruel. The DG cult was researching something similar a few years ago. Instructor Reen. Huh? What the? An Osmirage. It's an arcanism manufactured at the Black Workshop based on Ouroboros' design. Seems to be inactive. Perhaps it's malfunctioned, and they left it behind when they moved to a new base. Huh? I regret the things I did when I was escaping before. I didn't do anything to this particular unit, but still, I feel sorry for it. Left like this, let me at least lean it against the wall. Instructor. What's this white capsule? It doesn't look like an incubator. I noticed it when we were here last. Because it is in this area, it must have been involved with the OZ series research. It's deactivated and locked. Something about it bothers me, but it's not like we'll find out more just by looking at it. But why does it seem so familiar? Maybe if we open it, there's something inside? Empty tanks? Is this the place? Yes, these are the tanks where Milliam and I were grown.
So this girl's my sister, huh? Sorry, I don't know if we'll remember this, but when you get outside, let's make sure to meet up and play together, okay?
How odd. This place is so lifeless and desolate. And yet it fills me with nostalgia somehow. That's completely normal, Altina. It reminds you of your sisterly bond with Milliam. Yes, I suppose that must be it. That bond was once the only thing I knew I could trust. Both Milliam and I were created for the sole purpose of becoming the sword. Its knowledge was hidden from us and sealed away within our memories, but we always sensed it. That's why I envy Milliam. Altina. She sacrificed herself to protect those dear to her, even though it meant becoming the sword.
I must protect. I must. Reen, Yuna, Kurt, Muse, Ash, William, everyone.
That's what I wanted too. I wasn't afraid of what might happen to me. I'm sure that is precisely how Milliam felt as well. Although the Milliam that had spectral moon mirror showed us that had regrets.
Guess I should say sorry, though, for not being strong enough. I wanted to be able to say, I saved the day, that I helped protect everyone. But I never thought I'd cause you guys all this grief instead.
I finally understood that myself. It dawned on me when you saved me at the Isengard mountain rage the other day. Oh. I appreciate the sentiment, but please don't do that again. Talk things through with someone. Don't rush out on your own. I see. I was really panicked. Yes, I had never seen that much fear in your eyes before.
It seems that even someone as dependable as you has a vulnerable side. So, during those moments of weakness, I want to be the one to protect you.
That's kind of you. You've changed a lot, Altina. Though I'm not really sure if I'm played a role in it, I'm really impressed by how you've grown. But thank you. I'm honored that you care so much about me, Altina. You're welcome. What's the matter? It's nothing. I am experiencing an emotion I find difficult to put into words. It is different from what I feel toward Yuna or Kurt. How do I say it? It is joyous, but a bit suffocating, and there's warmth and excitement as well. Is this familiar affection? Camaraderie? I've read about various kinds of love. It's the same kind that Elisa and Elise feel toward you? I don't know. Cough. Maybe it's best if you take it easy. I'm sure you'll figure it out for yourself in time. I mean, you still have a lot to learn about feelings and stuff. Take it one step at a time.
Instructor, it would seem you're trying to hide something. Perhaps you'd like to share? Or is your mind filled with inappropriate thoughts?
Huh? Of course not. It's true that she's become more emotionally mature. I'm both happy and concerned thinking about her future. Many life lessons here. Would that count as a confession? Sadly, that will be a no on Altina as well. I think if a little girl asked me out, by the way, I would run away. I would run away as far as possible. Never look back. Running away, running away, running away. Hey, Duvalie. Well, let's have an event with Duvalie now. After this, we'll have 3 more, baby.
3 more.
Hopefully this one doesn't take too long. This is your armor and even your helmet too. You had some work done on them. Yes, there were some minor scuffs that were starting to stand out. I had heard of talk of a skilled artisan working here in Ordis, so I decided to take a chance and ask for them to mend it. This isn't the usual sort of work I'd have expected to do when I first began operating here, but your request was so earnest it gave me more than enough inspiration to take the job and give it my full attention. Much appreciated. Such a beautiful shine. This level of technical ability is exactly what I'd expect from an artisan favored by the Dukes. With this, I'm one step closer to fulfilling my oath. Duvali. No idea what that's all about, but if I may offer my thoughts, you don't appear fully prepared to me. Huh? Decades of working as a glass artisan comes with its perks. I can tell when someone's heart is clouded, shall we say. I polished up your helmet and armor back to their original luster. Now you have to make sure that your spirit matches. Oh, I see. Thank you for your services. Bye! Perhaps I've gone and run my mouth. Don't worry about it. Thank you again. Have you been waiting long, Duvali? Duvali. Oh! Yarg, that's cold! What did you think you're doing, and what is that? Sorry, it's gelato. I found a great place for it last time I was here on field exercises. Want some? It really hits the spot on a hot day like this. Honestly, I can't believe you. We've got an important battle coming up. Can't you be a little more serious? Haha, this is just how I am. I think it's fine for you to just be yourself, too. Be myself? To tell the truth, I've always been a little envious of you. Even when you were with the society, there was something very earnest about you. And even now that you're with us, your swordsmanship is still just as confident as it's ever been. I can't help but admire that. I feel like ever since I was a kid, all I've ever done is doubt myself. I can see why Orianhood would make you the leader of the Stelritter. Swarzer. Don't worry, you'll get through to her. I'm sure of it. You've always seen through to her true intentions, right? Perhaps. Then all that's left is for us to give it our all. Hope I'll get to see you in your armor again sometime soon. What? Blast it all, why did you have to ruin the mood? I think I'm starting to see things more clearly now, though. Maybe the real reason I chose to ally with him is... You okay, Duvali? I'm fine. It's none of your business. Come on, let's finish this gelato before it melts and get on back. Loitering around aimlessly like this is unbecoming of one who is known as the Swift. Haha, sure, let's get going. Well, ain't that nice? Maybe some kind of connection is happening there. Not really too much of one, but still. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. I'm gonna have a love event with Ash. Who's talking? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to, huh? Oh yeah, that guy. With that guy. Blah, 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 blah. Let's just begin it. Let's just begin it. 2! Now these events take up a lot of time, by the way. These events take a lot of time, but it's all good. You know? Ash! I'm glad you're here, and you too, instructor. Just thought I'd drop by. You've got some nerve calling me up after bringing back Fafnir and trying to sell me out. Gah, I feel so bad about that. It's like I was possessed or something. And I couldn't think of anyone else who could help with this. Please help me. I don't know what to do. It seems like things are pretty serious. Alright, we'll hear you out. We'll hear you out. Gah. So you and your friends committed blackmail and other misdemeanors. In the shadows was your informant Miguel. Yeah, that's basically it. At first he was just doing stuff like showing us the perfect places to extort people, but then he made me do all sorts of stuff because I owed him or something. I had to bring some product from Ordis without the Imperial Defense Force busting me. You mean? Sounds pretty sketchy. Yeah, and recently he's been asking for some pretty major stuff. To top it all off, we almost got dragged into some shady business of his not too long ago. If this keeps going on, we're seriously gonna end up at the point of no return. Okay, I get it. So we had you move some product, huh? Ash? It's nothing. Alright, long story short, you realize the error of your ways because you're in way over your head and you're scared. Now you know how stupid you were to bring Fafnir back and do whatever the hell you want right before the war, huh? So what? Is there something wrong with me realizing that? It's just you went off to join the military academy and then I heard you shot the Emperor, of all people. So when this old dude told me I could be top dog around town, I thought, yeah, right, why not? Looks like the curse worked its way in with all that emotional turmoil. Yeah, I got it. I'm the reason why. Hang on a minute, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, we're good. Probably for that moron, too. In that case, I still set things straight, huh? Ash, are you okay? You look like you're back to normal. Well, don't back to being a goofball. Don't worry about it. Leave the rest to me, Brad. I'll talk it over with the old man. I've got some stuff I want to ask him myself anyway. You do? Anyway, we'll have you be of use here. You got it? Let's go look for some clues. Oh, man. Gotta stretch. Everyone in chat, stretch, alright? Stretch. There he is. Alright, this should be enough. Raquel's punks ain't gonna use more than this. It's about time I move on. Yep, stretch time, everyone. Ho. One last trip back to town should do it. Oh, and where are you planning on scuttling off to next? What the? Ash? And the Ashen Chevalier? How's it hanging, Miguel? Been a while since I went to clean my apartment and ended up bumping into your ugly mug. I heard you've been helping out Brett and the others. Hello, Miguel. Haven't seen you since our old field exercises. Hope you realize I'm not going to let you get away with anything that might put young people in danger. Now, we'd like you to tell us about whatever it is you brought here from Ordis. ... I don't know what Brad's been telling you, but you've got me all wrong. I seek out young people with potential and teach them the value of hard work, that's all. Shipping these things is just another aspect of that. A gun? So this is your new product, huh? It's the RF model. I'm guessing there's more in the container? That's right, I've got my contacts in the military who's helped me build up a decent stash, little by little. I mean, no one knows for sure what's gonna happen to the world after this war starts, right? Gotta be prepared. Savvy folks from all over the continent are already putting together hidden weapon caches. The way I see it, I can make a fortune supplying them with the kind of high-quality arms they'll be needing. That's really low. What, so you're a war profiteer now? That's a pretty drastic change from when you only dealt in information. Not to mention how fast you got these weapons together all on your own. I figured that wouldn't be possible without the right connections and know-how. What aren't you telling us? Now that you mention it, something does seem off. It's simple, really. Wasn't always informed up to a little more than 10 years ago. I was a merchant working on a different kind of market. Some of the secret supply routes I learned. What is this? Thought we were having a thing with Ash. What is it, Ash? Don't go making any sudden moves. Were you the one who got me out of Hamal? A merchant helped you escape into Raquel. You were a merchant more than 10 years ago. Well, things just clicked. How long have we known each other, Miguel? First days in Raquel when I got adopted. I could remember with all of that. Ulterior motive. When did you get so sharp, kid? Take this to the grave, but I guess my secret's out. It's true then. Every word. 14 years ago, I was peddling my wares out by Parm. If I hadn't stepped out for a smoke that night, I might have never met you. Flashback time? Take it easy, kid. What are you doing out on the road by yourself? Was that a gunshot? The hell's going on? This can't be good. Come on, kid, let's get you out of here. I grabbed you and put you on the first train I could find, but you wouldn't say a damn word to me, even after we got to Raquel. Didn't know what to make of that. Thought maybe you'd be mixed up in some bad business, and then the soldiers came for me. I don't know how they found out, but they knew I'd helped you get away. Forget about everything that happened that night and ditch the kid. You'll be helping secure the future of the Empire. It's in your best interest to comply. We can pay you whatever you want. Not a bad deal, huh? A deal, huh? Sounds more like a threat. That must have been the part of the cover-up the Hasbel of... Oh my god, I can't speak. Gave you to a person. She was quite the woman. You're telling me. Didn't really do anything that bad. He got you away from Hamal in one piece and got you set up with the new family. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So damn it, why can't I pull the trigger? You're a traitor, a criminal. You shot the Empire, for crying out loud. No one's going to miss you. Took the damn money. I washed my hands of you. You're nothing to me. Nothing, so why can't I? So that's it. Guess that explains the sudden shift in your business model. I knew you're not going to admit it, but when you took the deal, it messed you up on the inside. Carrying the guilt with you ever since. Curse wormed its way into your heart, and you turned into a crook. Yeah, sorry, this is a lot of non-time with Ash. And I just want to get on with the story. I like the music, by the way. The old Trails music. Punch! And now he's dead. Okay, are we good now? Glad it all worked out. A lot of dialogue, guys. Let's get back to the others. Yeah. What do you say, guys? Back to the others? And now there's two more. Who will they be? Who should we talk to? The answer for the second to the last one will be... Crow. on this floor, right? Oh, there he is. The check mark's a different color. I couldn't even see it. Hi, Crow. What are you two doing? Is he going somewhere? Oh, after this there'll be one more, guys. One more. Who will be the last one? Who do you think will be the last one? Those who know me very well know who the last one is. Who will be the last one? The cathedral at St. Ark? What does he need to do here? There she is, just like I heard. Sorry, but can you wait a bit? Adios, please find a way to forgive my grandson, Michael. It doesn't absolve his crime, but he was truly concerned for this country. I just pray that he can rest in peace. I pray for the same. Huh? Huh? What was that? Ah, these are his... Michael! Michael! Is it okay to just have... Is it okay to have just handed those over? I'm in no position to ask for her forgiveness, so on to the next. Michael. Crow's here, by the way. Old lady, he's here. He's here. Damn fools, a lot of them getting into this whole war. The Red Constellation, Needhog, and even those leftovers from the Northern Jaegers. What a mess. Only the boss and everyone could have. Sorry, I couldn't get revenge for all of you. Huh? But it's good you survived at least. Take care of yourself, yeah? That's what he would have wanted. Vulcan. Vulcan? Is this the boss's tag? Hey, you! Whoa, we just left just like that. Right then, just gotta wait for someone to get in touch now. Sure. I pieced it together now, Crow. This is about them, isn't it? After they returned to where Valimar and Ordine were waiting, Crow received a call. George! Hey, Reen, I should have known you'd get involved in this too. Crow reached out to me earlier and asked if I could help him out. Good thing you're still using your old number. So, does this mean you found her? Yep, gonna have to go make do with a voice call though. Here, I'll patch you through. Hello, can you hear me alright? It's her. Good to hear from you again, Scarlet. Same here, C. Crow. Sorry, still getting used to that. I never thought we'd get a chance to talk again. Oh. Haven't seen her in a long time. As for Reen, I guess we haven't spoken in a while either, not since Bereahard. I'm glad you're alright. I thought you'd still be locked up somewhere in Kryuzin. What can I say? This is business as usual for me. Right now I'm operating outside the Empire, on board a Merkaba. A Merkaba? Does that mean you're with the Grailstritter? Gralstritter? Apparently, Eustace flexed his influence to have her released into protective custody. The church took her past as a squire into account and allowed her to work as a kind of penance for her role in the Civil War. Wow, Eustace really came through. Can't imagine it's all footsies and tea parties. Though, what with you being a former terrorist and all, it was pretty tough at first, I admit, but things are better now. Father Wazi and that bald knight of his are actually pretty reasonable when you sit down and talk to them. Some of the recruits here joined up around the same time as me, and there are interesting people here, so I'm not bored at all. That's great. I'm glad to know you're doing alright. I won't pretend I wasn't a little discouraged when I found out Osborne had survived, but I was able to get past that and find a new path forward, thanks to all of you. You have my gratitude. Right. Crow, I heard all about what you've been doing. Let's both do our best, not for revenge, but for them, and for the world, too. Of course, let's do this thing right. Right. So those people we visited back there, Were they really related to the members of the ILF? Yeah, I've been thinking about making this little trip ever since I got my memories back. It's the least I can do to make up to the pals who went to Gehenna with me. And just to find people who knew Vulcan and Gideon. So I just decided to go forward with it. Yeah, I see. I gotta say, it was a price to hear Scarlet decided to go back to the church. No kidding. I'm sure she had her reasons, though. Well, in any case, it feels good to tie up these loose ends. Now once my overtime's all used up, I can go without any regrets. Crow. No, the future's not decided just yet. For all we know, you might just end up with more time than you bargained for. Ship up ahead. Blast it! Oh wait, that's our ally. Shoot. They're back, Green Crow! Jeez, where exactly did you two wander off to? Tawa, Angelica. Even for us, there's always somewhere to return to, and someone waiting there. So for everyone's sake, those we've lost and those who are still with us, we have to see this through to the end and make it back alive, no matter what. Heh, I guess you're right. But first things first, we're gonna kick some ass in the next rivalry. I'll be counting on you, partner. Right. Bond with Crow strengthened. Almost. Almost maximum. Before I forget, let's me do a thing real quick involving some items. There we go. We gave a thing to Celine there. And as for the final person, guys, those who know me well enough know that it is indeed this person. Now loading, and I'm gonna save it actually. But those who know me well enough know that it's this person. It is none other than Elisa. Wait, no, it's not. It is Fee. Yeah. Let's just begin it already. Begin the event. Oh, that was a lot of events, guys. Wow. But we're finally on the last one. For now, for all we know. So this is the spot. We're just to the south of Hamel. Better than putting it right inside the town. I don't think that'd go over well. It should be far enough, though. Besides, it's only temporary. You really think this is okay? Yeah, Leo and Zeno have already finished paying their respects. I wish I could smoke with them, but whenever I ask, they look at me like I sprouted wings. And I have wings right now. What are the odds? Maybe it's a generational thing. Not a lot of women used to smoke in the day. Yeah, that's probably all it is. Still, kinda feels like a waste to throw this whole box away. Do you mind if I have one? I don't really know if it'll count, but I'd like to try. I didn't know you smoked, Reen. I don't. This'll be my first time. Sharing one with a youngster like me probably wouldn't mean anything to Rutger. Don't say that. Do you, know how to do this? I think so. You snip the end first, right? How about we don't smoke? 'Cause smoking is kind of bad for you? You're inhaling too much. Boss always said that was a rookie mistake. Don't try to pull the smoke down into your lungs, just let it drift around inside your mouth for a little. Oh, okay. Exhale. I've got to be honest, I don't know what people see in this. Yeah, it's not for everyone. We can give the rest to the boss some other time. Hey, how about you let us in on this?
Oh. Zeno, Leo, everyone. Sorry, we didn't know if we should interrupt. We figured it'd be worth paying our respects anyhow. Thank you. Guess you did know him a long time too. Heh, in that case, mind if I join the party? Oh. Huh? You guys? Heh, figured you'd show up eventually. Did you come all the way from here? Did you come all the way from Ordis? Yep, sure did. We came to share one last drink with the Jaeger King. I brought along a bottle of his favorite bourbon. Hey, nice. What do you say, Fee? Thanks for coming. We got cigars if anyone wants one. Friends and enemies together. Hey, so, what are the chances I can get you to pass some of that stuff over to me? None for you, young miss. Hey now, you're still underage. Show a little restraint. Yeah, Uncle Sigmund would kill me if he found out. I didn't expect people in this line of work to be so strict about this kind of stuff. You'd be surprised, they've got their own code to stick to. Well, ain't that sweet, everyone? You sure did touch a lot of people's lives. Even members of Needhog and the Northern Jaegers might be coming by later. Yeah, he might have had even more connections than Sarah's dad. Not that all of them stayed friends. He made his fair share of enemies too. But even that was just business. I never met anyone who disliked him personally. Fee.
I'm alright. Just got some smoke in my eyes is all. Besides, it almost feels like it's the boss hugging me.
Really? No, I'm lying. You might smell like smoke too, but being here with you is totally different. It's hard to describe. It's kind of relaxing and exciting all at once. Uh-oh, that's a surprise.
You doofus. What did I just tell you?
Right, I'll do my best. Is this disrespectful to Rutger's memory? I'll apologize later, I promise. Yep, Fee is the one I've chosen, guys. Yay! If there's a big final event with Fee, then yes, that'll be the one I choose. Alright, that is it. That is all, guys. All the things that I needed to do are done. I hope they are, at least. That was great. Yeah, I quite liked it.
How did everything go? Oh, your rank has risen.
Yeah.
This is for you.
Valhalla.
Please, take it. I see. Good work, everyone. Now then, if you'll excuse me.
And I think that's it for now. I think that's all the hidden quests, all the quests. Let's do this as well.
No. Oh, wow.
Yay.
Alright! Whoa! Alright!
Let me take. Wow.
Vitality droplet. I'm getting a lot of droplets. Like a lot.
How did everything go? I see. Good work, everyone.
Darn it.
Now then, if...
Unity needs to be higher, guys. Unity needs to be higher. Alright, let's save the game and let's go. Yeah. Urin Village was tough, but we did it. We succeeded. Yes. Now let's go. We're going to Crossbell, guys. Are you ready for Crossbell? I'm ready for Crossbell. Let's go! Woo! Courageous 2 set course for Crossbell. It navigated carefully to stay out of the sight, and it reached the wetlands, and now we're in the wetlands. Finally, right guys? We're not gonna do a lot of story, sadly, but we can do a little bit at least, right? The skies above. That's where the next destination is. There it is. That's right, that's it, right? A pillar of light, the same as in Hamel. Yeah, there's no mistaking it. So the Stella Sanctuary is below it then. Wherein my lord awaits. Just as we thought, there don't seem to be any Gargantua-class ships nearby. Right, they're certain to be focusing the bulk of their military strength towards Calvard. Which makes this our best chance to land. All hands, prepare!
No, I suspect it will not be that easy.
Prepare for not doing anything. What do you mean by that?
Just now, this ship was detected by a directional radar. They are lying in wait for us. They know we are coming.
Yeah, there's missiles heading our way. There's an optic response coming from the north. Is it an enemy attack? No, wait. Ah! Oh no. Isn't that the same type of beam we saw the Gargantua using? That's a magic barrier, oscillation beam. Judging from its origin point, could it be? Identifying. Elise, your highness! Activating wide-range radar. Identifying firing location, putting the image on screen. Oh no, it's Orchis Tower. That's Orchis Tower? Why there?
Hey, you guys! Do you read me?
You two. Yona and Lloyd
You
too.
guys know what's going on with that beam coming out of the tower?
Come to the SSS building quick. Security around the area is sparse right now.
Well, shoot. Now we have another barrier to get rid of. Gosh! Gosh darn it, man. So near and yet so far, am I right, guys? But hey, at least we were returning back to Crossbell. Good old Crossbell, right? We here love Crossbell. It's the best place in the world. Or one of the best places. I can't believe we managed to sneak this many people inside. Looks like the security really has gotten slack. Yeah, I had my doubts about us being taken off the wanted list, but here we are. It sure is a relief to see you guys again after all this time. Yeah, the intelligence division's not so hot on keeping tabs way out here. It just goes to show how close the war is. That said, those barrier generators are something else. I had no idea they'd been in the works. I remember them announcing some kind of experimental new defense system a while back. This must be what that was all about. They're essentially a confluence of both magic and science. It's different from the magic we know in the Empire. If anything, I'd say it's closer to the alchemy practiced here in Crossbell. They feel kind of like the barrier I made when I was a Septarian too. Except not nearly as big. Still, they seem pretty good at protecting smaller areas. Geez, what is Belle thinking? The Black Workshop's putting out even higher quality stuff than before. Something like this could change the face of war all on its own. Yeah, no doubt about that. Either way, we're going to have to shut all this down.
Otherwise, we won't even get a chance to carry out this rivalry before the war begins. Right, we have to keep our own goals in mind. The tower's still surrounded by the Imperial Defense Force, though, and there's a barrier stopping us from dropping in on it from above. In that case, how about we go in from underground? We could probably get in through the geofront. The geofront does have a basement levels that connect to the tower. Yeah, but it's not like we can just waltz in there. They've got military police and patrolling the place around the clock. Aw, that stinks. And here I thought I'd come up with a good plan for once. Actually, I think you might have the right idea. Storming the place head-on is a no-go, so long as those Zauber soldats are on the watch, going through the basement just might be the easier option. In that case, we just need to create a diversion to draw the MPs away. It's gonna have to be something big to distract them all long enough for us to sneak in. You know, the Bobcat is on its way here, and with Team Libero's bracers on board too. Those extra numbers could give us some more options. Hey, how about we try what Yuna and the others did last time? You know, when you did a performance to lure away that old rich guy. Oh yeah, that was... Wait, hold on a second. You mean that thing that happened with Marquise Bellin and Sutherland? How do you know about that? Your power allowed you to see it, am I right? Yeah, the spirit vein showed it to me in a vision. It was only for a second, so I didn't really get what was going on, but it looked like fun. Hee hee. That stability of yours sure is wild. Well, she's only been able to do it since the Great Twilight began, so it's probably a temporary thing. Using a performance as a diversion doesn't sound like a bad plan, especially not with a professional artiste on our side. And not just any artiste, one of the most up-and-coming members of Ark-and-Seal. Sully. Who, me? Ark-and-Seal's really popular around Crossbell, right? Yeah, everyone's been really bummed out that they're not putting on any shows. Neither of their headliners are in any position to dance right now, but we still have Sully Atreides, forerunner of the troop's second generation. Ark-and-Seal's star-studded comeback. I like it. That's a pretty good angle. Hold on a minute. We can't do the show without Ilya. A ton of our stagehands are taking time off too. We'd never be able to put something together on such short notice. That shouldn't be a problem. We've got a pretty extensive network of friends to ask for help from in times like these. I bet they'd be more than willing to lend us a hand or two, or 10. Besides, Sherazade already practiced the part with you, didn't she? Oh, yeah, she did. I thought she was an A-rank bracer. Apparently she was a professional dancer before joining the guild. Oh ho, chick's got hidden depth, huh? I can dig it. The Bracer Guild doesn't give A-ranks for nothing. She must be more than physically adequate. You can probably get Estelle on board too. Of course, all this depends on whether Sully agrees to take the lead. Huh? I mean, I'm sure they'd be able to keep up with me, but me? The lead? You'd be fine. I know you can do it. Please consider it. We may not be able to get into the tower otherwise. Nah. Okay, fine, I'll do it already. Great, sounds like a plan. Wow, Ark-and-Seal back in action. I can't wait. Don't get too comfortable. This ain't a school festival we're putting on here. Not this time. We'd better get to work right away. There's only 3 days left until D-Day. We should start by recruiting stagehands and getting rehearsals underway. Don't forget publicity. We need this to feel like a big deal. Right, it'll need to be enough of a spectacle to distract the military police and the Imperial Defense Force too. Leave that to me. The Crossbell News Service is at your, service. We may need to cut some corners to get the next edition out in time, but we'll do what we can. And I'll put the word out on the Orbital Network. That should build a little hype.
Well, since we're all pitching in, why don't I pull a couple of strings on my end as well?
Who said that? Oh, them. What the? Cow!
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Ashen Chevalier.
And as always, it's a pleasure to see you again, Ellie.
You must be the young Heiyue executive I've heard so much about. What's going on? Zin's here too? Hands where I can see 'em, White Orchid Dragon. I heard about your little run-in with Uni and Madam... Mademoiselle, what's your deal?
Oh, please. My contract with the Governor General's office is long since over. There's no need to be so suspicious. This time around, I'd like the honor of assisting you in your endeavors.
Listen, pal, I don't know who you are, but I know shady types like you when I see them. You never do anything just out of the goodness of your heart. What's your syndicate's stake in this?
The end of the world would be the end of Heiyue. It's as simple as that. Even so, I've brought you a little something extra, as a show of good faith.
Yeah? How can they see? Oh dear, this is the almighty conflagration, and... Father!
My agents were able to capture this image shortly before the generator went online. Shall we begin devising our plan now? If you'd like to reach them, we'd best start soon.
So are those two at the top? Oh god. That's gonna make this a little tougher. If we're fighting both of them at the top of Orchis Tower, we're in big trouble. Big trouble, guys. Like, wow, big trouble. Sometime later, Estelle, Sherazade, and the rest of their friends arrived in Marabonia. Everyone else on board the Courageous Two who was willing to help touched down soon after. Now, it would be cool if I could save the game. That would be awesome.
Wow.
Of course, Elliot will take part. The master musician. Oh, the kazoo. We haven't seen the kazoo in forever. That was a good disguise there, by the way, Olivier. Hello, two random people. This is gonna be a good performance, guys. I can feels it. Wow, this is shaping up to be a real full-scale operation. You said it. I can't believe Allie offered to sing. Not to mention Prince Olivert, Mint, and the entire Modern Music Club on accompaniment. And then we have Tita helping out with staging. Tawa, Elise, and Princess Elfin are pitching in all over the place too. Plus we have Angelica and Duvali standing by in case anything goes wrong. Elliot directing the musicians and Crow the performers. I know Crow thinks otherwise, but this really does feel like just our little concert from back then. Right, well, Crow aside, I've never seen anyone as demanding as Elliot when it comes to striking a tune. Everyone's helping out, even Heiyue. I didn't see that one coming. Cooperating with them wasn't an easy pill to swallow. There's definitely something they're not telling us. We shouldn't let our guard down around them. True, but I think they're sincere in their desire to save the world, if nothing else. I believe that will continue to help us for as long as it remains beneficial to them. At least they're giving us good intel. Like the warning about who we'd have to face on our way to fight Orion Hood. The conflagration is no surprise, but my father, it's almost as though he's following in the footsteps of our ancestors. Laura, as the second in command of the Eisenritter? Indeed, the Great Twilight must be taking advantage of that connection. Nevertheless, this is for the best. We'll find no stronger test of our mettle than them. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Okay, all that's left is to round up whatever intel we still can and prepare for tomorrow's performance. After that, we can figure out which of us will take part in the infiltration. I believe Laura's participation is a given, but I would like to offer my sword as well. The Arseed and Vander schools have long grown side by side, after all, though it may be presumptuous to consider myself a suitable representative. Not at all, it would be my pleasure. Machias and Sharon will need to come along too. Right, I've been to Orchis Tower on inspection like a ton of times. I know it like the back of my hand. And I was periodically called upon the Governor's General's behest during my time with the Ouroboros. You may leave the particulars of the Thom sector to me. Thanks, Sharon. We'd appreciate it. Lisa and the others are standing by with the TU at the SSS building. Everyone else is either helping set up for tomorrow or gathering more info around town. Let's take one last look around ourselves. We can see Elliot once we're all set to go. Alright, let's get moving. Whew! You have 30 more bonding points. Oh, Teal's not here. No! Well, Yuna will be here at least. And then you, and then you. Okay, that's good. Alright, guys. I think I'm gonna end the stream right here, right at this part. Tomorrow we'll put on an epic play and then we'll infiltrate Orcus Tower. Orcus Tower, whatever you call it. It's big. It's a big, big tower. We've been in this tower many times now. This time's gonna be no different. So yeah, thank you all for coming. Oh, it looks like there's an event in here. But yeah, thanks for coming, guys. Hope you guys had a good time. I'll be back tomorrow with this game, and I'll be back tonight with some Pokepark. So look forward to that. Take care, everyone. Good. Bye.